Ready?
State of New California, notice to all Californians, Grievance04, Declaration of Grievance. New California is a new state in development exercising its constitutional rights to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Article 4, Sections 3 of the United States Constitution states, new states may be admitted by the Congress into this union, but no new states shall be formed or erected within the jurisdiction of any other state, nor any state formed by the junction of two or more states, or parts of states, without the consent of legislators of the states concerned as well as of the Congress. New California Declaration of Independence of January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's powers without legal authority, and pursuing invariably, the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute
despotism.
It is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. So it is the history of the past, and President, Governor, and Government of California has a history and repeated injuries and
usurpations,
all having indirect object the establishment of a tyranny over the counties of New California and state of California. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to seek a constitutional remedy to the abuse of powers. The Statement of Intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in United States Constitution Article 4, Sections 3 and Section 4. Therefore, the counties of New California being forward 40 grievances against the government of California to be announced in public on Tuesday at 11 a.m. each week for 40 weeks.
All right, now we are at Grievance number 4. Would you like me to read this part? Please. State of New California, we are at Grievance 4. Declaration of Grievance. United States Constitution Article 4, Section 4 states, the United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion, and on application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence. Failure of the government of California to provide a, quote, republican form of government. The California government has allowed the formation of regional council entities known as Soviets. These Soviets consist of unelected officials who are empowered illegally to destroy the constitutional authority of legally elected officials by disenfranchisement. Citizens who are illegally represented by Soviet-style entities are also disenfranchised and thus deprived of their constitutional right to a republican form of government. The California government and the current governor have fostered and supported an unconstitutional Soviet-style regional governance system between the state of California and various foreign governments, in direct violation of Article 2, Section 2, Clause 2 of the United States Constitution, which empowers the President of the United States to propose and chiefly negotiate agreements between the United States and other countries. Failure of the government of California to protect each citizen against, quote, domestic violence. Diverting billions of dollars away from infrastructure projects, the California government and current governor caused the near total destruction of the Oroville Dam and put at risk the lives of over 1 million Californians while costing the citizens over $2 billion. The California governor has espoused the removal of dams in California, has gone to extremes by hiring former federal officials to aid in the destruction of California dams with the intent to remove citizens from the rural areas of California through a process known as rewilding. This process involves the theft of private property from hundreds of thousands of California citizens by the government of Californians. The current governor and the government of California judiciary have engaged in corrupt, illegal, and unconstitutional regulatory policies by colluding with non-governmental organizations, NGO, to stop the distribution of water to farmers in the San Joaquin Valley, right here in Tulare County, with the intent to destroy farms and fallow the land, thus forcing the sale of rich farmland to cronies of the governor, corrupt members of NGOs, and foreign governments. The state legislature engages in passing laws signed by the current governor that eliminates parents' rights to exempt their children from vaccines, creating risk-laden medical procedures that includes possible death, child death, and disease. Parents are forced to give their children more than 40 doses of 10 federally recommended vaccines by an open-ended mandate which allows the state to add any vaccines it deems necessary at any time. This concludes these proceedings. However, this is the official conclusion, but I have a couple of points to add. I live in Tulare County. It is the agricultural capital of the world. As of today, starting today on the 13th of February 2018, we start our International Expo, World Expo. And it has been the bane of all of our existence in this county for farmers and the farm workers when the water wasn't coming here. If it hadn't been for the rains coming after the election of the president, which was just kind of biblical, we wouldn't have the water we need because of the policies that are killing our land. There were so many acres of just fallow land where it's just plowed but nothing on it. It was creating a dust bowl. It was hazardous, it was detrimental, and it was not conducive to a prosperous county that we live in, or a prosperous California.
It wasn't actually living up to the name that it was given.
That's right. And so we have true grievance, and it needs to be said. Thank you.